on the team, even though he plays in the secondary. Alex Long, who wound up making the pick six against Riverside on Labor Day for the game-winning touchdown on a night when the Orange offense was struggling. You go down the list, Cody Danielson, Josh Smith-Breeden, Shea Hoffman. Lots and lots of players who are huge in their instrumental focus in making Orange's football program what it is right now, on the cusp of winning the Big 8 championship outright for the second consecutive year. The Panthers have already guaranteed themselves a slot in the state playoffs, and here tonight they will go for an undefeated regular season in this, their 11th consecutive regular season game. Orange will have its bye week next week, but tonight the Panthers face 2-7 Oxford Webb, coached by Tony Majette. Good evening. I'm Jeff Hamlin here from Almond Stadium. And, of course, the man who made it all possible, Pat Moser, coaching his final regular season game here at Almond Stadium as the head coach of the Panthers. Coach Moser has announced plans to retire after this season. He has been with the school since 2008. He got off to an unauspicious start as the head coach of Orange, but after a 3-win campaign in 2009, Orange has put together double-digit winning seasons for 5 consecutive years, and tonight they'll try to go undefeated as they look for its second consecutive conference championship. Well, coming up, we'll have more of the pregame show as we gear up for Orange versus Oxford Webb and what is the regular season finale here tonight for Orange as they go up against the Warriors and what will be the last conference game between these two teams, most likely for a very, very long time. Welcome back for more of the pregame show in just a moment as you're listening to HillsboroSports.com.
A friendly welcome awaits one of the great public golf courses in North Carolina. Okanichi Golf Course is proud to be the home course for the Orange Panthers and the Cedar Ridge Red Wolves men's and women's golf teams. They're open to the public with memberships starting as low as $200. Okanichi is a locally owned, third-generation family business with some of the best champion Bermuda greens in the area. Visit okanichi.com for more information, or you can call 919-732-3435 to schedule a lesson, purchase gift cards, or learn more about tee times. And come meet me at Okanichi.
Angie, your purse looks great. Where did you get it embroidered?
Oh, thanks. My family got it for me at Happy Stitches in Hillsboro. It was a surprise for my birthday.
It looks so professional. Does Happy Stitches do only purses?
No, they monogram t-shirts, bags, stickers, coolers, beach bags, magnets, even Christmas ornaments. You name it, they do it.
Perfect. With the holidays coming up, I've been looking for something for my Christmas tree. I'll visit Happy Stitches today.
Call Wendy Allison at Happy Stitches today. Call 919-644-8455. That's 919-644-8455.
Count on the experts at Goss Pump Specialists for all your filtration system and well pump installation needs. Goss Pump Specialists has been serving Durham and surrounding areas for over 65 years. They install all types of well pumps and filters, including reverse osmosis systems. They also sell, install, and service a complete line of quality water softening and conditioning equipment, including chemical-free filters. Mention this ad, and you'll get $50 off your next project. Call Goss Pump Specialist at 919-477-3222. That's 919-477-3222, or go online at gosswellpumpspecialists.com.
The Carolina Hilltopper Lacrosse Program is a proud sponsor of HillsboroSports.com. They've been teaching the game of lacrosse to young men in Orange County for over 6 years with great results for many players who enjoy successful high school and collegiate careers. 49 players have played with the Hilltopper Lacrosse Program, then gone on to play at NCAA schools in the last 5 years alone. If you want to play select lacrosse with veteran coaches, check out HilltopperLAX.com and register for the upcoming fall season.
Jeff Hamlin back with you here at Almond Stadium as we gear up for Orange versus Webb here tonight in the regular season finale for the Panthers. Orange coming in 10-0. They have already clinched the Big 8 regular season championship outright, and they look to finish 6-0 in conference play. Meanwhile, Webb has one conference victory that came against Chapel Hill, and The next 2 weeks for the Warriors will be difficult indeed. Road games tonight here against Orange, and then the regular season finale for them next week as they go up against the Southern Durham Spartans over at Spartan Stadium. For Orange here tonight, a salute to seniors and a salute to head coach Pat Moser as well. He's down on the field. But Pat Moser is not in a sentimental mood, of course. He's thinking about winning this game first and foremost, and then second of all, trying to get to the 4A playoffs, the 3AA playoffs with momentum. Orange will have 20 days between games because of the unique structure of this season. The North Carolina High School Athletic Association a few weeks back announced that because of the flooding from Hurricane Matthew, schools down east that have not completed its regular season will get an extra week to do so, and thus that will delay the playoffs by 1 week. And so the playoffs usually get going 2 weeks from tonight. Instead, it will start 3 weeks from tonight. And as mentioned earlier, Orange now will have 20 days between games because next week will be their bye week. Then you'll have the 1 week delay, and then after that, Orange will finally start in the playoffs. Another thing that's interesting about this year is the new seating structure. And if you haven't learned about that, we encourage you to go to our friends over at WRALHighSchoolOT.com. Chris Stevens is the man in charge of that website. The seating structure this year basically makes sure that no conference rivals meet in the first and really the second rounds. The downside to that is teams that wind up having to make road trips have very long drives. And this is not just the case in football. In girls tennis earlier this week, Cedar Ridge, champions of the Big 8 Conference, took on Swansboro, who had a 5-hour bus ride all the way to Hillsboro, and they made that long trip just to get beat 9-0. So needless to say, there's a lot of driving, and some early estimates have Orange going up against perhaps Topsail in the first round of the playoffs. The way it's configured this year, Orange is a Mid-East team. There are basically two categories for the early rounds of the playoffs. It will be the Mid-East and the East, and basically Mid-East teams must play East teams in the first round of the state playoffs, so it's most likely that Orange will go up against a team from way off in the coast at the farthest, or at the closest, perhaps a team from the Greater Neuse River Conference. And when we talk about the Greater Neuse River, you're talking about teams like Cleveland, perhaps Corinth Holders. We'll just have to see. The captain's coming out to midfield right now. Jackson Schmid out with Keyshawn Thompson. Alex Long is out there along with 65 for the Panthers, Shea Hoffman, all of them seniors. And you take a look at the 18 seniors playing their final games here tonight at Almond Stadium, at least for the regular season. All of them have contributed in their own way. Of course, Jackson Schmid, the starting quarterback for Orange, and has been for the last 2 years, the man who replaced Garrett Clower, who is now the quarterback over at Cornell University in the Ivy League. Cody Evans, who is the leading receiver on this team, who's got a touchdown streak going, in fact. Ryan Puckett, who had an 80-yard rushing game against Northern Durham earlier this year and scored 2 touchdowns, and what has turned out to be Orange's closest game this season, 21-13, the final from August 26th. Then you've got Keyshawn Thompson, who has been spectacular defensively, leading a defense that has been as solid a defense as you will find in the high school ranks. Currently, Orange's defense on a 19-quarter touchdown streak. They haven't given up a touchdown in 19 consecutive quarters. The last time a team scored a touchdown on Orange, it was the first quarter of the Southern Durham game. Oxford Webb has won the toss. They've elected to defer their selection to the start of the second half, so Orange will open up on offense. Then you go down the list. Players like Jalen Jones, who's starting to get more time, as a matter of fact. Jones scored a touchdown against Burlington Cummings this year. Jordy Farrington, one of the top defensive players for Orange, the starting middle linebacker who has 53 tackles on the season. Sebastian Sierra, a backup linebacker, also playing his final home game tonight, and the list goes on and on. We'll pause right now for a 2-minute timeout and get ready for kickoff between Orange and Webb here from Hillsboro on HillsboroSports.com.
If you need flowers for that special occasion, look no further than the Flower Patch in Hillsboro. A family-owned and operated business since 1982, the Flower Patch delivers in Hillsboro throughout northern Orange County, including Cedar Grove, Efland, and parts of Rougemont and Hurdle Mills. Stop by their shop in North Churchton Street and check out various gifts, including candles, vases, frames, scarves, jewelry, and novelty signs. Go to flowerpatchhillsboronc.com today for more information. The Flower Patch. Send a little sunshine today.
Where did you say we're going after church today?
Oh, Jay's Chicken Shack on North Churton Street in Hillsboro.
What's there?
Oh, they have deep pressure fried chicken. It's a delicious recipe with great flavoring. They have great grilled chicken pitas. You can put gyro meat on there with a salad.
That's great. I can't wait to.
Plus, they have breakfast all day, including Saturday and Sunday, and they have delicious beef ribs, hamburgers, and chicken gizzards.
Okay, thanks, Dad. I have to get dressed.
And for dessert, they have homemade banana pudding and peach cobbler, plus Hershey's ice cream, which you'll just love.
Thank you, Dad.
They customize also all their sandwiches with whatever toppings you want, and now they deliver within a 3-mile radius. They're family-owned in Hillsboro.
Mom!
Jay's Chicken Shack is open 7 days a week at 646 North Churton Street in Hillsboro. Call 919-732-3591 and ask about their catering services.
Our vehicles wind up in accidents from time to time, but where should you go if the exterior of your vehicle is damaged? Look no further than the folks over at Cardin's Body and Paint Shop, located at Highway 157 in Caldwell. For over 30 years, William, Greg, John, and Dennis have been taking care of the people in Caldwell and their vehicles whenever they've been caught up in a fender bender. So contact the folks at Cardin's Body and Paint Shop if your car winds up in an accident. Call 919-732-6611. That's 919-732-6611.
The Deer Pushers Association of America is a group dedicated to raise funds in support of educational programs, wildlife habitat enhancement and acquisition, and the preservation of the shooting sports and hunting tradition for future generations. They serve northern Orange, southern Person, and all of central North Carolina. To learn more about the Deer Pushers Association of America, contact Skinny Laws or Seth King directly. The Deer Pushers Association of America, killing tomorrow's trophies today.
And a tremendous version of the national anthem from our public address announcer here tonight at Orange. John has done a great job all the way around and really getting this crowd livened up here at Allman Stadium. And the beautiful part about it for Orange is that there will be more games to come here at home in the state playoffs. Orange has hosted state playoff games here each of the last 4 years, but only once in the last 4 years have they hosted a second-round playoff game. If Orange can win coming up in 3 weeks, they will indeed host a second-round playoff game here inside Allman Stadium. It's been quite some time, but they're ready. And Oxford Webb will kick off to the Panthers to begin this game, as we're all set for action here tonight in what is the regular season finale for the Panthers as they go up against Oxford Webb. Jerry Mayo is back to kick it away for the Warriors, who are in their white tops with black pants. They have pink socks, at least a few of the Warriors do, and crimson red numerals, black helmets, and crimson red. They have JFW on the side, very similar to what the NC State helmets in the 1980s. If you remember that, under the days of Dick Sheridan, back deep to it set the kickoff as John has got the crowd livened up with Hank Williams Jr. and the old Monday Night Football theme. It is Chris Eubanks and Mervante Beasley. It will be Webb kicking right to left as we get ready for action here tonight between Orange and the Panthers. Will be going east to west here to start this game. Low kickoff, driving, taken by Beasley at the 10, to the 15, to the 20, up the middle, 25, over the 30. Beasley running room past the 40. He's to the 45, far sideline, 50, to the 40. Beasley to the 30, one man to beat, 20. He gets to the 15, cuts back, and finally taken down inside the 10-yard line. What a way to get going for Orange. Mervante Beasley returns the opening kickoff 82 yards all the way down to the Webb 8-yard line. So the Panthers have not had a kickoff return for a touchdown this year. Mervante Beasley nearly got it there. We've seen 4 punt returns for touchdowns for Orange this year, but not a kickoff return. Here Beasley returns the opening